Well everyone, the iPhone XS is one of those devices that's very interesting. I like this iPhone a lot, but what's going to happen with iOS 18? Is the iPhone XS actually going to be getting this next major version of software? Now, we really don't know for a fact, but let's go and try breaking this thing down for the average person and see if we can, kind of see if this iPhone is actually going to get this software version. Now, the first thing to keep in mind is I have no inside information. I have no idea what could happen. I could be completely wrong here, but I do think there is some overlap here. And I do think there's going to be some reasons why the iPhone XS could and could not get this version of software. Number one, the big thing to keep in mind, with iOS 18, this is apparently going to be a really big update compared to iOS 17. So because of that, you definitely want to kind of keep in mind that this is going to be, if it is a big update, you're going to be probably requiring some certain power restrictions. And the iPhone XS, although it's not super, slow, you're still getting 4 gigabytes of RAM and you're still getting the Apple A12 Bionic chip inside. That's still a pretty good, chipset to have. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be compatible with iOS 18. But on the flip side, Apple's made pretty big changes to iOS. Think of iOS 14, even iOS 16, and they've supported those, different software updates on older iPhones that were much slower. So if Apple doesn't do anything insane, I'm sure this iPhone could still get this version of software. They could still be up there. So that's going to be like another big thing to keep in mind. So even that aspect is 50-50. But I think the big thing is that Apple just went through and discontinued the iPhone X last year. They did discontinue the 6S and 7 the year before. I don't know if they are, willing to actually go through and discontinue another set of iPhones, the year after they just discontinued a major set of iPhones. I think a lot of people were upset when the iPhone X, 8, and 8 Plus were discontinued. So I do think there is some room for Apple to go ahead and actually support the iPhone XS a little bit more, at least maybe like another update, another like year of software updates on this iPhone. And I wouldn't be that surprised. I definitely do think there could be some room for Apple to do that. Who knows? But that is one option and one idea that I'm kind of thinking of. On top of that, when you look at a device like the iPhone XS, this is an iPhone that, still physically looks the same as the iPhone 11 Pro. And there's still a lot of overlap between an iPhone XS and even like an iPhone 12 and 13. So not to say that that would be the reason why this iPhone is still supported on iOS, 18, but that could be another reason why it is supported. But the big thing I keep coming back to is if iOS 18 is actually this major big update. If it is a major big update, I could see why Apple wouldn't want to support it on the iPhone XS, because that would basically kind of mean that, they're kind of supporting this old of an iPhone on this device, and they would have to lower how iOS 18 is powered and all that stuff on that particular phone. So I'm not too sure what they're going to do. I think as of right now, it's like 50-50. I think once we get closer to the iPhone, iOS 18, release date, I think we'll probably find out more. But as of right now, that's kind of where we're at. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.